What can evaluation do to support the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs? We've done this before, adopting global development goals called Millennium Development Goals, MDGs. But some MDG targets were not met. Why? What can we do differently this time? What have we learned? 2 key lessons. Lesson number 1. We need a strong monitoring and evaluation framework to provide better evidence for learning, decision-making, and accountability. Lesson number 2. Progress overall does not mean progress for all. Building on the lessons learned from MDGs, the SDGs differ in 5 ways. Number 1. SDGs were identified through an inclusive and participatory process to ensure ownership. Number 2. SDGs are universal. They commit both developed and developing countries alike. Number 3. SDGs are comprehensive and integrated, as they take care of the so-called 5 Ps. People, that is human development. Planet, that is sustainable development. Prosperity, that is elimination of income poverty. Peace, as development is not possible without peace. Partnerships, as given the complexity of SDGs, no one can do it alone. Number 4. SDGs pledge no one being left behind and inclusion of groups traditionally discriminated against, marginalized, or excluded. Number 5. SDGs are committed to adopt a robust and inclusive follow-up and review framework based on country-led evaluations. The SDGs pledge to the follow-up and review mechanisms on the one side, and the no one left behind on the other side keeps us focused on ensuring everyone benefits from the promise of the SDGs. This pledge also ensures that human rights, social justice, and gender equality approaches are at the forefront, as stated in the 2020 Global Evaluation Agenda. For the evaluation community, the SDGs are an opportunity as well as a challenge because of their complexity and the methodological, political, social, and financial implications associated with evaluating them using an equity-focused and gender-responsive lens. But we have good news. Number 1. A vibrant global multi-stakeholders evaluation movement already exists, including government representatives, UN, voluntary organizations for professional evaluation, VOPEZ, parliamentarians, academic institutions, and the private sector, a community which has been working throughout 2015 to prepare for these new challenges. Celebrating the International Year of Evaluation to advocate and promote evaluation and evidence-based policymaking. Strengthening existing partnerships while creating new partnerships. Strengthening gender-responsive evaluation within the UN and at national level. Number 2. A series of background material and e-learning already exists to guide equity-focused and gender-responsive evaluations. What can you do? Engage and become an activist for equity-focused and gender-responsive evaluations. Partner with others to achieve a more coherent and impactful approach. Move beyond box ticking. Yes, we need to disaggregate data, but what is truly necessary is to understand the structural causes of inequality, power relationships, social norms, cultural beliefs, and how policies are addressing them to transform our world. Increase your capacity to integrate a gender and human rights perspective in evaluation. Join the online discussion through Eval Gender Community of Practice. The world has thrown down the gauntlet to the evaluation community. Act now.